Right, well, Tom, this is your office, obviously, because we've seen the sign that you're very happy to point out that.
Yeah, this is my office. I'm the boss. There's a picture of me there from years ago. There.
Right, I'm not quite sure you're telling the truth there, but so does Pat know that you're the boss?
I've not told him yet. But we're working on it. I think he knows, but I don't want to admit it.
It's lots of nice little Pat Barrett memorabilia around the place, and nice tribute there to the man himself, Brian Hughes.
Yeah, the main man.
But of course, outside is where the action takes place. But just tell us a little bit then, because I know that the work that you do here at Collyhurst Moston, it's long been recognised, and you had your 100 years a couple of years ago. The work that's been done here is unbelievable. Give people that don't know a kind of very brief history of this place.
Obviously, Brian's had it for years. Years before that, it's been going, and then Brian, in the modern era, Brian took over and turned young boys into professional fighters and champions. So we're just trying to carry that on. And the last 10-11 years now, we just had obviously Zelfa and Linden are coming through there, probably the post-Brian era. So they're like leading the way now. We've got a load of young kids of a night time, loads of amateurs coming through. The club's been quite successful. We're not there yet, but we're not nowhere near what we was at one point when we went quite low in terms of the amateur boxing. But we've also become more of a, we're not just a boxing club anymore, Don. We're here for the community. People come in and not just to box, to keep fit, to socialise, to be part of something, to be part of a community, to be part of a certain vibe that we've got going on. Schools are getting involved with us. We do boxing with no better way to teach discipline and self-respect. So yeah, we're doing well. It's going. It's snowballing now.
Interesting what you say there, because obviously I think of this place primarily as Michael Gomez and Robin Reed and yourself, Matthew Hall,
Farnell, Michael
Scott
Jennings,
Quigg,
Michael Jennings,
briefly
David
Tyson
Barnes,
Fury,
David Barnes,
so
obviously Pat Barrett,
all these
Gary Lockett, Tony Doherty,
big top pros, world champions, everything going on.
Yeah, we was, and obviously I was part of that where we was all flying, do you know what I mean? We was all fighting on TV, we was all doing well, we was all earning money, we was all, met people like yourselves coming down all the time, interviews, and it was a great time to be at the club. And obviously that's what Brian created all that.
Reese Roberts is another lad.
Reese Roberts, yeah. Brian created all that, and then obviously it went, people get old, people leave, people retire from boxing, so obviously we just have to build it back up again, and we just last week with Zelfa, last month was literally our turning point where it says, right, you know what, these 10 years of hard work without much attention, much media attention or whatever it is, where people have just been working slowly, and now Zelfa's the first part of our crop that's come through. Linden's coming through, and there'll be many more in the next couple of years.
What you said there before, though, is quite important in that do you see it now as more important to help the youth in terms of whether they're going to box professionally, whether they're going to get any good as an amateur? It's just to get them in here and understanding what a boxing club can do. Of
course, it's like what Mavericks are offering, what they're coming out of it. My eyes lit up. It's like leadership courses. These young 14-year-old kids, up from 14 years onwards, they can do this ABA leadership course. They can jump in a corner with me and help. They can pass me the stool. They can be part of something. So it's just certain kids come into the gym, and yourself, there's 1% to be a champion. 1% be a champion. That's hard, that, isn't it? But then boxers, just to be a professional fighter, just to be, it's hard. So some of them are never going to do that. Some of them are never going to have an amateur fight. But doesn't mean that their love for the sport, they can't do something. They can do nutrition now. They can be a corner man. They can be a cuts man. They can do the bandages. They can be part of something. So boxing's it's got bigger. It's not just about box or trainer. There's other little jobs and avenues that the kids can go down now and be part of something, a sport that they love.
You've been here forever, obviously, in terms of amateur and pro and everything.
Yeah.
What's the area like then? Because when we're talking about knife crime initiatives, we're talking about antisocial behaviour. At Collyhurst and Moston, it's kind of right up there in terms of deprivation, in terms of the wards, and you know what kids don't have. So I mean, you kind of tell us what the area is really like.
I'll put it this way: when Charlotte and Damien come and see me the other week, I said, "Where do we, you know, in all terms of all the wards, where do we come in?" And he said, "Number one." And not in a good way, number one. So the crime, if you're from here, which we are, it's just everyday life to us. But it's rough out there, do you know what I mean? And like, there's some bad kids out there, some good kids out there, some bad kids out there. And this club is really, really needed. It's crazy because if you type it in on your sat nav, because we're on the corner, Lightbound Road comes under Harper Hay, and Oscar Street comes under Moston. Plus it's on the Lightbound estate. So that postcode means a lot. It's crazy. And I think 3 or 4 or 5 years ago we was in the top 3 in Britain of crime and I don't know what you want to call it. Is it deprivation or whatever? I don't know. Crazy, some crazy stuff going on around here. But we're trying our best to help out. We're part of the community. We you know, we're talking on the radio the week about certain people coming to us who have got, you know, gangster status or whatever. They come to see us and we, you know, they send us certain kids that they see are going down the wrong path. They send them to us so we can help him. So I mean, this kid's a bit of a crazy kid. He's going to end up, you know, I can see me and him, or he's going to go into jail, or can you look after him? Yeah, cool. We get him in. We try and help him out. We try and steer him on the right path. We're not going to save everyone. Sometimes we might not save no one, but the fact is, we're here to help. We're here to get him fit, mentally, physically, and we're always here for advice as well. We've been there, you know. Pat's had a colourful past. No, what better guy to sit down with a kid and say, you know where you're going, don't you? You're going to jail or you're going to the morgue. It's 2 ways. That's if you carry on like that. So we've had some real stories in here. I mean, obviously you know the stuff with Lyndon's brother, Zenon, who's part of the club, Zelfa's brother, John, part of the club, what happened to the boys, both murdered, and that's just 2 of them. That's just 2 of them. Never mind other stuff that's happened on the estate. There's some real high profile cases.
Do you think though that Manchester's better placed than just about anywhere in the UK to set up an initiative like Sting Like a Bee, given that the boxing pedigree, given the problems on the street, but given everything all together?
Yeah, I think I'm so buzzing that it's actually, but like Mavericks have come and they've said, right, listen, I know, let's get the boxers, get the boxing clubs. And what, like you say, what better way to start? Boxing is massive in Manchester. There's other things going on, obviously with the football teams and, you know, the music now. Like a Bugsy, you know, who's part of the club, and we can get messages about now. Do you know what I mean? And this is social media is crazy. Like I said, Lyndon and Zelfa, they got 30,000-40,000 followers, and you can just get that message out more. So, I mean, Manchester, no better. Obviously, you got Liverpool and London. You know, they're run with crime as well. That's not going too good in London and other places. But yeah, Manchester's a good way. It's a good place. It'll do well. I'm hoping that it can change some lives.
Does it have the best looking fighters?
Well, obviously, apart from me, no. A couple of the boys are struggling. Do you know what I mean? And they always will. But it's not my problem, really. I'm happy with what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So I'll leave them to it.
You're still the #1 most handsome fighter in the world. Yeah.
All day. All day.
Magic.